so you know how to solve for a variable using numbers. First, we multiplied both sides by the quantity 5 plus y. We distributed the positive 3 here, and then we subtracted 15 and divided by 3. But what if we had an equation like this one, and we wanted to solve for y? Notice that the setup of these two equations are nearly identical. It turns out that we can solve for y by following nearly the same exact steps here. Instead of using numbers though, we'll have variables. First, we'll multiply each side of our equation by x plus y. Then we'll distribute z to both of these terms to get zx plus zy equals 1x. When we're at this step, we want to isolate y. Remember, we wanted to solve for y, or this variable, and get it by itself. So we should isolate this on one side of the equation by subtracting zx from both sides. We'll get zy is equal to x minus z times x. These are not like terms, so we can't combine them. The variables are different. And finally, to isolate y, we divide both sides by z. This gives us with 1y equal to x minus z times x, all divided by z. This is pretty amazing. We actually solved an equation for a variable in terms of other variables. So in this work, we really multiplied by x plus y first, then we distributed the positive z to each of these terms. Next, we subtracted zx from both sides of our equation to get the y alone on one side. And to solve for y, or to get 1y, we divided by z, which gave us our final answer. See if you can look back at this work and this work to draw comparisons between the two. They're not that much different. We're really just trying to get one variable solved in terms of others. When you're doing the comparison, think about z as being 3 and think about x as being 5. This is a skill that might come in handy with other courses, especially when you're trying to solve for certain variables. Maybe you don't want to find this variable z, maybe you want to find x or y. These two equations are actually the same, they just look different. This equation and this equation are actually equivalent, they just look different in form. This one is solved for z, and this one is solved for y. If I knew the values of x and y, I could quickly compute the value of z. But maybe instead I really want to find the value of y. If I know the values of x and z, I can quickly find the value of y by plugging into this equation.